You are welcome to this channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe to our channel. In the news, Wike's aide reacts as he sees former president Goodluck Jonathan and Omoyele Sowore together. Larry Olayinka, the senior special assistant on public communication and social media to the former governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, has reacted after seeing Omoyele Sowore and former president Goodluck Jonathan together. Larry Olayinka comments that was contained in a post that he shared on his official X handle on Friday, October 10, 2025. This is coming after Omoyele Sowore made the announcement on his official page. In the post that Sowore shared, he said he visited the former president over the matter concerning IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu. Here is what Sowore wrote on his official X handle. Earlier today in Abuja, I met with former President Goodluck Jonathan to discuss the continuing incarceration of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. President Jonathan agreed that there is an urgent and compelling need to address this matter decisively and justly. I thank him. I thank him sincerely for recognizing the importance of resolving Kanu's case. However, Larry Olayinka has now shared his thoughts after the post surfaced online. In a statement that he made on his official page, he described Omoyele Sowore as hypocrite. He said in 2014, Sowore criticized the former president. He said today, the human rights activist has gone to the house of the same man that he criticized. On Larry Olayinka's Twitter handle, he wrote #hypocrisy of cash activist Sowore 2014. Jonathan is worst Nigerian leader ever, who said that Sowore, but in 2025, Sowore went to the house of the same man he described as the worst Nigerian leader even to meet him. And he also pasted what Sowore said on his own Twitter handle, that earlier today in Abuja, I met with former President Jonathan to discuss the continuing incarceration of Mazi at Nnamdi Kanu. President Jonathan agreed that there is an urgent and compelling need to address this matter decisively and justly. I thank him sincerely for recognizing the importance of resolving Kanu's case in the interest of peace, fairness, and national healing. Particularly assuring was that he promised to meet at official ABAT to discuss this issue as soon as possible. With this, former President Jonathan joins a growing list of Nigerians who have called for justice in Nnamdi Kanu's case, a list that already excludes ex-vice president Atiku, Femi Falana SAN, Senator Shehu Sani, and many others across political and regional divides. I think the core of this message is the substance in what Sowore has said, looking at the fact that Nnamdi Kanu has been in incarceration for a very long time. I think he has been there throughout the tenure of President Buhari, late President Buhari, and right now, President Tinubu has spent 2 years, and then there has not been any resolve, even as far as Nnamdi Kanu is concerned. Even lately, President Tinubu had to grant, pardon to about 82 people this particular week when they had a meeting with the state councils, and then the name of Nnamdi Kanu seems not to be among those names. And I think I remember Sowore had to say even the likes of Farouk Lawan, who were sentenced to the prison, were even pardoned, and so many ones too, even from the 60s, like the like of Abat Macaulay and co. And reasonably, Sowore was thinking that if such people could get pardon, how much more Nnamdi Kanu, who currently has not been fully tried in any court, and who also that has been going to court, and the court is granting him bail, and the government refused even to allow him even to be bailed. And since then, the man has been in incarceration even up till now, and knowing fully well that we now have a Democrat, a full Democrat as a president, in the person of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The belief of people from the eastern part of the country in particular, is that a Tinubu will release an Nnamdi Kanu. But 2 years running into his administration, Nnamdi Kanu is still in incarceration. He has not been released, and then the likes of Sowore felt that this is injustice. There's no fairness in this. If the president can pardon some people, about 82 of them, I think the number of those who were given this clemency were about 174 or so. And then, if they can do that to people who really have done something against the state and they are granted pardon in court now, how much more that of Nnamdi Kanu? What's the difference? But then Nnamdi Kanu's matter seems to be on the front burner, and I think to a large extent, I don't know why the Nigerian government don't want to release the man. But if you try to interrogate the DSS, and which is a agency that is, suggesting and advising the president on decisions to be taken, I think to a large extent, until the DSS is satisfied with the situation of Nnamdi Kanu, it might be very, very difficult for the likes of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to consent to his release. I know that as a Democrat, he will want, of course, to have a good standing with the people by making sure Nnamdi Kanu is released. But for security reasons, only God knows. Probably the DSS has, leveled so many security threats and allegations against Nnamdi Kanu that is on the table of the president to a large extent, that making the president not to be able to make decisions as regards the freedom of this particular man. Of course, if you look at the antecedents of what Nnamdi Kanu has done, and to a large extent, especially working for the emancipation of the people of Biafra, and then encouraging secession and attack even on the state of Nigeria, those actions to a large extent are inimical to the sovereignty of this nation. Nobody is asking that Nnamdi Kanu shouldn't agitate or ask for referendum or ask for, their own sovereign state. But these things can be done in a civil manner. But in a situation whereby you are inciting youths and people, and then unfortunately your instructions are being, taken over by miscreants and hoodlums, and they begin to affect the people, the state, the economy, in every aspect, the social and economic life. A lot of lives were even lost in the so-called the Republic of Biafra that he wanted to do. And also many, economic activities were paralyzed on Mondays, that people were asked to sit down at home by force, and all these things together. And I think probably because of the security threat that Nnamdi Kanu might pose, maybe that's the reason why the current president is keeping mum. But for Sowore to go to Goodluck Jonathan, for him to see the incumbent president, is a welcome development. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Make sure you like. Make sure you also share. Give us your thumbs up. Thank you.